year, and they really benefit from playing out the line. Not that they're good players on their own, and Gensel had a great playoffs last year. I mean, he was arguably one of the best players in the playoffs last year. But I just like this Philadelphia team, and I know it's a little bit of a hot take saying they'll win in 5, but I just like what they have to offer, and I just don't see Pittsburgh doing well unless Murray can actually be at his best.
All right, man. I can't argue with that opinion other than Claude Giroux's got 36 points on the power play of his 102. So just throwing that one out there. Got a lot of power play points.
Kessel has leading the league with 42 out of his 96.
All right, let's move on. We're going to jump down an NHL show rabbit hole here.
Okay. So last
it's
one
going to be a great series. I'm going to be watching that.
So this is the last one from the East that's confirmed, right? There's no point in going into the other ones because then we'll have to do 4 more. But it's Washington and Columbus.
This is should be an easy one. I mean, I'm going to take the Caps. Yeah. They can't lose, and they're not playing Pittsburgh in the first round, which is great. So I think if Pittsburgh gets out of the way, they're in the Capitals' heads. I don't care what anybody says. If they don't have to play the Pittsburgh Penguins, the Caps are a really good team, and I could see them going through the first 2 rounds if they don't have to play Pittsburgh.
Yeah,
so I'd take Caps in 6.
I think Washington is 6. I feel like Columbus is a good enough team where they can steal a couple games, and of course Bobrovsky, it's in my opinion has been top 3 in goaltenders this season.
Until he goes to the playoffs.
Yeah, exactly. Until he goes to the playoffs, and this is a very young team, and I don't know. I mean, they've got the star power in Artemi Panarin, and I just think up the middle is the question mark for me. I mean, you've got Wenberg, you've got Pierre-Luc Dubois. I mean, you don't really have that number 1 center really that can lead the way from you. I mean, Dubinsky's going to probably be a third line guy from them. They've got the wingers and they've got the defense and Werenski and Jones and Jack Johnson and those guys, but I just don't think they have that guy down the middle that's going to really turn the tide for them. So I think they can steal a couple games, but Washington's going to probably roll by them in about 5 or 6 games.
Yeah, it's going to be a quick series. Sorry, John Tortorella, you're not the greatest coach in the world. You're not, and you don't have the greatest team. So you might be the greatest. Go ahead. Sorry, I'll go. I want on the Tortorella.
Yeah, no, I was just going to say that we can't break down these next series, but I want to know who you would rather see. It doesn't get decided until the Boston game today. So right now, if Boston loses, they play Toronto. If they win, they play New Jersey. That would mean Tampa would play Toronto, or Tampa plays New Jersey if Boston loses. Which one would you rather see? What series would you like to see out of those 2?
I mean, just because of the playoff history between Boston and Toronto, I want to see that series. And I want to see Toronto light up Boston. I hate Boston too. I just don't like. I don't like Marchand at all. I would love to see Austin Matthews just tear him up. So I'm hoping it's Toronto, Boston,
and then Tampa Bay, New Jersey.
Yeah, and then I want to see Taylor Hall come out and solidify all this talk about a Hart Trophy and just smash the Lightning, which I don't think they will. I think the Lightning are really good. So I think that'll be a closer series than people think, though. I don't think New Jersey's going to roll over and die.
It's in my opinion for New Jersey, it's Corey Schneider has to be the Corey Schneider we're used to seeing. A guy who is a little bit underrated, can be a good, strong goaltender, but he's been behind a poor defense for so long, he just kind of goes under the radar. I think if they can get that goaltender, they can make it difficult for Tampa Bay, but I don't think they win it. I don't think they can keep up with Kucherov, who, I mean, he had over 100 points this year. I mean, I don't think I would ever expect Kucherov to hit 100 points, but he did. Steven Stamkos and the guys they have in that lineup, I think they're going to be too much. But those would be my picks, too. I would like to see Tampa play New Jersey, and I would like to see Boston play Toronto. I feel like that series would be crazy and with the Leafs and Bruins because of the history they have and the heartbreak that the Leafs faced last time they played Boston in the playoffs. So those would be the ones for me. I think the playoffs are lining up, though, to have some pretty good matchups in the first and second round.
Yeah, man. I'm looking forward to it. This season can't start soon enough. This second season is just the best.
All right, well, we that does it for this show. I mean, we're hitting almost an hour 20. We'll be back for the game on Thursday for the first game of the playoffs. Should be back on a regular schedule, right?
Yeah. No, for those of you who don't know, Eddie's been carrying the load for the shows this whole week. So tip the hat to you, my friend. Staying up super late till 3 a.m., I think, on our last show when we did it late. So, yeah, we'll be back on schedule on Thursday, and I don't foresee anything getting in the way the rest of the playoffs. Let's just say that. Unless something unexpected happens, I feel like things are set. But we'll be back on Thursday night. Thank you, everybody, tuning in. People who tuned in live, that you guys are amazing. We never really feel like we're going to get a lot of people jumping in on the chat on a Sunday morning or Saturday morning, but you guys prove us wrong. So shout out to you guys for doing that. If you haven't already, go ahead and hit us up on iTunes, hit subscribe, give us a 5-star. And if you guys have, 30 seconds, leave us a cool review. We would love that. It helps spread the word about our show. And if you don't do it already, why not go partake in our Forever Mighty post-game shows, 3-star leaderboard, have a chance to get cool prizes. And, we decided that's going to be a jersey, right? That's what it's going to be.
Yeah, we have a jersey for the winner. Now, it goes every month, but since we're into April here and there's only 4 games, we're continuing it into the playoffs. So it goes however long the Ducks go in the playoffs, and the leader at the end of that one ends up winning a jersey. So right now we have Cole Wish, who is the leader after the 4 games that we've had in April. He's got 4 points. A lot of people behind him. A lot of people picked up points last night because we gave it a pretty easy question and who would the Ducks play in the first round. So there's about 30 people in it right now. So there's a lot of time to get caught up, but a lot of people you got to move in front of.
It's exciting times. If you want to get a free jersey, man, it's not difficult to come in and give us your picks. So please do that on Twitter. Eddie does that as well. I'm just showering you with compliments, my friend. Well deserved. And we'll talk to you guys on Thursday. Have a great rest of your weekend, and see you guys then.